So I'm going to start on my right hand side. So this is
So I'm Dwayne. I'm what you call an integrative therapist, and what that means is that my modality or my training is psychodynamic and person centered. So what that means is looking at the past and seeing how the past is having an impact on what's going on with the present. So I have been qualified now for, oh gosh, it's been about 10 years we started our journey. And I think we've qualified about 88 years ago. I think I saw my first official client in 2015.
okay.
Yeah, so that's me.
That's you. Me and Dwayne, we studied together. You're right. We qualified in 2016, and the model that we kind of use is the integrative model, where we blend different therapeutic ideas and schools together to support our clients. So thank you for that, Dwayne. And on my far right, I have
Ryan. Yes, my name is Ryan. I'm also integrative. I started studying in 2004 and I qualified in 2009. And since 2009, I've been working in an integrative sort of way, psychodynamic, person-centered, and a lot of CBT with the work that I do with the prisons and anger management work. Yeah, so that's me.
okay. And you talked about some of your experience around working in criminal justice
Yeah.
and working with men that have anger issues.
And women.
And women?
I used to work in Holloway prison. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we might delve a little
We
bit
have to
into
delve
that,
into that
into
because
the
there's
nuances
some-
of working in both male and female
There were some
prisons.
ethical dilemmas involved, that type of work. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, I can see a smile on your face, so I can guess that is like a jovial kind of conversation. And last but not least, I have my learned friend here.
Yes, good evening, Colin. What can I say? I'm also integrative. I could never say that word properly. But I started as a person-centered. My training started in person-centered. Compared to you guys, I'm newly qualified.
Right.
2 years now.
That's
I've
good.
been qualified. I qualified as an adult counsellor. And at the end of the training, something didn't quite click. I needed something more. So I studied to be a child counsellor as well. So I did an extra further year as well. So I work with the youth justice system. I've worked in secondary schools, SEN schools, like special educational needs schools. And work is very varied and very interesting. So I love what I do. And my main profession is IT. I'm come from an IT background, so I spent 30 years as an IT professional.
30 years.
Yeah, and I'm still doing it full time, but part time I'm doing private practice.
Okay.
That's good. It's interesting.
Yeah, thank you for that. And when you spoke about private practice, some of us here have had our private practice for quite a while in terms of seeing clients independently from services. But one of the things that came up when I was thinking about this show is, what made you become a therapist? What was it? What drove you to say, actually, I want to do this profession that's different from most people? So that's a question to all of you. What was your motivation for you to become therapists? What was the turning point? What was the thing that this is where I'm going to be?
I think annoyingly, I think I've always had like a passion of working with people, wanting to help people. So my whole journey has been about working and helping people. So I did a psychology degree. Then I did like several postgraduate courses, and then after that I did my counseling course. So, but it wasn't quite straightforward. So although I work as a therapist, I have a full-time job as well. So, but yeah, I think for me, one of the things is I've always wanted to help people, and I value confidentiality and trust. And so I recognize that for a lot of people, they didn't have that. So rather than expressing their thoughts, expressing their feeling, and especially with men, they internalize their feelings. And so I wanted to be able to offer that opportunity for people to be able to express themselves and what they're going through, to help them. So that's the reason why I took that path.
Okay, so it was around, you knew that you were this kind of help in nature.
Yeah.
And you wanted to develop it a bit further. So doing that postgraduate and your psychology degree, it kind of garnered more interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember when we met, when we were studying from two different backgrounds, but we kind of clicked and we said, okay, this is kind of the motivation. This is what it entails. So when we were studying, it's a long process, and part of that studying is you have to invest in yourself. And part of the show today is letting people know it's around what investment do I make in myself so that I can develop, grow, become a better person. So if I was to reflect on that question for myself, what was my driving factor? I think I was working in a youth offending team in Wandsworth, and I was a substance misuse worker, and it was really weird when I got that job. I'm thinking, drugs worker job, that's a bit weird. But anyway, and I know what I'm saying, it's weird. But I used to get a lot of the young people that used to tell me their stories, their pain, their trauma. And I had that, which what I didn't know at the time was that therapeutic alliance. But I didn't know that's what it was called. I just thought me and the youth, them get on good.
Yeah.
And then there was a mentor that I had there. His name was Dr. Oliver Sindel, and he was a psychologist. And we, again, two different backgrounds. He's white, middle-aged, came from a different area. But he said, Scotty, why don't you try counselling? Have you thought about that? There's a reason why they're telling you this stuff. And I had a really supportive manager. Her name was Diana Manis, and she gave me some time to study. So on a Thursday, I'd go to college, and the more I studied is the more I got to understand about myself. And then the more I got to understand my own trauma and almost make a link as to why the young people were telling me. So I always had that helping nature, because I've done helping work for 20 years, but it was that interaction at the yacht where young people was sharing with me and I didn't know what to do with it.